Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19. Um, Let me apologize for how long that last video was. Then again, maybe people don't care. Maybe people are fine with that. But if you're not, I apologize. Because that was a super long episode, and it was mostly because of the in-game play. We'll probably try to do a little bit less of that. If we could just make the freaking playoffs as the division winner, we wouldn't have to worry about that every year. But that's fun. Salary arbitration. Heller wasn't that impressive this year. I'm going to go ahead and non-tender him. Almora's fine. We need to try to get Moncada. No, you know what? I'm going to have a hard time undershooting Moncada. Can I get you to take a couple million less? No. I'm going to offer him $4 million as my offer here. Fisher, I would actually not mind signing long term. How about a 3-year deal? With a couple of nice fat raises in it for you. Would you take this deal? I don't know. Let's see. You would actually take this deal, and I would be totally fine with paying that to you. So Fisher's got a contract offer. Moncada is not. Gibson can walk. I don't care. And I'll let these minor league free agents walk. What do I do with Moncada? Because he's not that great defensively, and he's only now starting to hit what he should be able to hit. He is stealing bases, though. He did hit 30 homers this year, so I can't really complain about his offense this year. Don't I have an interesting rookie second baseman who's like working his way up? You came out of nowhere. I don't know who the hell you are. Was it Rosario maybe? Rosario could play second. Let me go ahead and actually place you on the 40-man. I don't normally like trading prospects, but I might actually trade Vargas. You're not really a third baseman, but I will put you on the 40-man. Sanchez has really good discipline and not much else. All right. So let me start by trying to trade Vargas and see what I can get for him. I'm just trading a couple of people just because these are people I don't want to put on my 40-man, and I'm going to lose them in the Rule 5 draft if I don't. Like, a really decent starting center fielder would be kind of a priority for me. General bullpen help would not be dismissed either. I said really good starting center fielder. A shortstop with some potential would be an interesting choice. A right-handed left fielder with pop in his bat. I've been looking for one of these for quite some time. I will make this trade. He's getting a pretty decent prospect, except for the fact that most of his hit tool comes. No, I'm going to put Vargas on my 40-man. And I'm going to take you out of this trade. But I'm going to add that one kid. Because I genuinely am not that enthused by that one second baseman. What was his name? Not Vaughn. I like Vaughn. He was a second baseman. Alex Sanchez. Where he literally has discipline and bad defense. I will give you Sanchez. How much more do you want? If you want a bad player, I will throw him in. It makes sense to me, so shut up. That gives me a good, solid right-handed bat off the bench. Robinson didn't get any better. I was really hoping he would. I'm going to make you a bench player for another year and just hope that you work something else out this year. What's the name of the new guy I just got? I'm going to take Calhoun. Yeah, Calhoun's actually slipping a little bit. I will leave him on the trade block until I have a reason not to. What's the name of that damn player I just traded for? The outfielder. Hulsier, yeah. Put him in the majors. Because he plays all three positions fairly well, and he's got a power bat. He plays left and right fairly well. He's got power. He's going to be a good bat off the bench. He's going to be a good one, I think. Anyone else getting ready to come? Oh, Fabian. You are also a good right-handed bat off the bench, so I will go ahead and put you on the 40-man. The rest of these guys I don't care about. Do we begin the Drew Hamrock era? He had a good year in AAA. Yeah, I think we do, maybe. I will go ahead and give you a shot on the Major League roster this year. See what you can accomplish. Okay. I will also look in free agency, but I think I'm actually going to non-tender Almora. Unless he's going to want a Gold Glove this year. He's not. For as good as he looks, he should really be dominating in center, and he's not. So I'm going to go ahead and actually withdraw the offer. If I can get Fisher locked up for that 3-year deal. Moncada's just a really good hitter who happens to play second. I might be trading him before arbitration gets out of hand. The thing is, I don't have a replacement second baseman yet. I might very soon, but I don't yet. Quintana's actually a decent third baseman. Yeah, because my second base dude is Andrew Vaughn here. And he's a ways away from the majors. What was that other super elite second baseman? I thought I had 2 of them. Did I trade another one of my second base prospects? Oh, no, it was Duke Kinnaman. Wow, he had kind of a rough year. His potential just went in the toilet. He sound went... Yeah, I think they thought he'd have a lot more power, and it looks like he might not have that. That's kind of a shame. Okay. Right. Why are you not maxed out? Oh, you've got a lot more stuff, a good bit more movement, and you could actually be a borderline starter. I would like to try to clear a couple of people off of this list. Braxton Davidson. Yeah, I don't think you fit with this team. I'm going to trade you. I'm trading a lot of people. But that's a good way to start an episode. Yeah, I can basically only take people that are super expensive. I don't know why. I could take Luke Rayleigh, who sucks. That's really weird. Yeah, no, I could simply just ignore you, so I'll just send you back to AAA, Davidson. If you get waived, someone cuts you, if someone cuts you, someone cuts you. Arbitration is done. I'm gonna get hosed on Moncada, and there's nothing I can do about that. I do have a 26-man roster now, which means I can afford to carry bench bats. A personal message. Excellent. Derek Fisher. We didn't do the team in review. That's what I was going to do. All right, let's start with WAR. Francisco Lindor was amazing. 29 homers, 46 doubles, 210 hits. He played crazy good shortstop, and how many bases did he steal? He stole 17 bases. He led the league in WAR. He's going to be an MVP again. Moncada, we looked at a couple of times. His bat's a little over league average. He does have power. He doesn't hit quite as often as you might like. And he played decent defense. He was slightly above average. Alvarez turned in a very fine full major league season. He cranked him some baseballs, 26 homers, 30 doubles. And he didn't embarrass himself at first. Derek Fisher, another year of 30 homers, his third in a row. I would like to see a few more doubles, but I'm not going to complain too much since he hits homers and draws walks. And he plays pretty darn good outfield. Although this year he was slightly worse than average, he still got the job done. Scene, we're going to have words with. Because while offensively he's carrying the load, defensively he's kind of holding the team back. He costs us more than he's the DH next year. I have no other choice. Because I can't afford to take his bat out of the lineup, and he's hurting us really badly in left field. Your bat took a big dump. You were still valuable because you're a catcher, but you had some serious hitting issues. Sheets was meh. Geddes was meh. Calhoun, meh. I would like very much to get someone to give me something for Calhoun. Or maybe not. He really is a good overall hitter. Like, if he played any outfield position with any skill whatsoever, I probably would have no problem keeping him. He tore it up in AAA. I just hope that maybe this is going to kickstart his bat for next season. Robinson really makes me sad. He's got all the potential in the world, and he's just not. He should be a league average or slightly above league average, amazing outfielder who steals all the bases. He should basically be Ricky Henderson with more power and less average. That's what I see him being, and that's not happening. And it probably won't happen because he's not ready for the majors, but I can't send him anywhere else. Because of the stupid option rules. I forgot to check. I'm sorry. I forgot to check. His defense is getting better. His eye's getting better. So we'll have to figure something to do with Robinson. Maybe if he just rides the bench for another year, he'll sort some things out. I don't know. It was a good offensive year. It's just we don't have a good center fielder. That's the team's biggest weak spot right now. Sheets was okay, but I'd almost rather have Calhoun play first. Calhoun will be a bat off the bench this year. Sheets probably will be too. Because Alvarez is just better. Well, he could be better. He still has a way to go on the discipline and the power, but other than that, he's very respectable. Let's look at pitching. What happened this year? Gray was really good. Adams was good. Severino was not so good. Adams put in another decent season. Kluber was hurt. And then we got varying other levels of between goodness and awfulness. Sanchez, I think we're going to send you back to the minors for some AAA action. And we'll just find another starter. Maybe Kovar. Kovar was very good in his first season in the majors. I'm sorry he got hurt because it would have been a real treat to see what he could have accomplished, but I like him. And I think he's got the chance to be a little better. I really hope this is a one-year hiccup for Severino. This home run rate is not sustainable. Especially when your strikeout rate drops, your walk rate goes up, and your hits go up. The home runs were the biggest thing, but you were just getting clobbered in roughly the same number of innings. So BABIP was part of it too. I don't expect you to give me another 2019, but I want at least another 2018. If Severino bounced back, that'll go a long way to sorting out many of our concerns. Let us sim forward. And we'll finish today, just in case it doesn't do the award. And we'll see how we did. Moncada and Lindor both won Gold Gloves, which is nice. Zach Britton won the reliever award, which is reasonable. Lindor also got a Silver Slugger. Rookie of the Year, we didn't really have anyone that played the whole year, so I'm fine with that. Another year I don't win that. None. John Gray actually got some down ballot votes, which I respect. Lindor. Okay, seriously, I want the person from New York to punch themselves in the face because Rugnet Oder, even with 50 homers, was not close to as valuable as Francisco Lindor. Shame on you. Shame on you. Let's go ahead and sim up to arbitration. I'm curious to see if... I bet Moncada will win his arbitration hearing. Oh, right. I need to call up Senza. How did you do this season? You actually had a very good season. And if you'd stayed healthy... Yeah, you've been a very good pick for us. You guys can both come back. We have almost no money for free agents, again. Part of the problem is Doolittle. He's costing $12 million. He's not worth nearly that much. Let's go to free agency filings. I don't want to know how much money Yeah, he got almost $7 million. I'm not at all surprised. I'm not at all surprised. There's some real talent, and I can't afford any of it, so that's good. Is there any way we can shed salary this season? Is there anyone who's really underperforming? Obviously, besides Doolittle and Severino. How much do I have any money for free agents this year? I have $13 million. That's respectable. That's enough to make a couple of moves. Alright, we really need a new closer. Juan Contreras looks like an amazing second baseman, but I can't afford him. Okay. Are you a lefty? You're a righty. As is Craig Kimbrell. Thing is, I can't keep spending millions on the bullpen. I have to start looking for deals. Hello, Luis Avalon. I'll even give you a 2-year deal. You can be my lefty dude. You would not be the worst possible choice. All he wants is a minor league deal. Done. I will happily find a place to play you if necessary. I'd also like to get Jake Diekman here, I think. Maybe Wade Davis? No, I'll actually spend a little bit more if it means getting someone who's got a little bit... Yeah, like a Colomé. I will sign you for a couple of years, too. Okay. Let's sim ahead a bit and see what we come up with in our free agent dumpster diving. Because I'm tired of spending buttloads of money on a bullpen that's not getting the job done. And Doolittle's been terrible. Doolittle is gone as soon as his contract is up. I hope he exercises his player option because I'm not going to re-sign him. At least not as a closer. What I might do is actually might make him a setup guy this year and make the Japanese guy whose name I can't remember the closer. People are still thinking. Did anyone sign? No. Hall of Fame voting. Bobby Abreu got a lot of votes. More than I thought. He'd be about average by Jaws. A little better by standards, a little worse. I can't vote for him. I just don't see it. If I'm not going to vote for... I'd rather vote for Berkman over... Oh, Brady was also a very good outfielder. I don't really think I'm seeing anyone right now that I want to vote for. Giambi, no. Heron and Hudson, no. Torrey Hunter, maybe. No. No. Aramis Ramirez I'll vote for because the Hall of Fame is weak on third baseman. He was a pretty good third baseman for a very long time. Raphael, no. Sammy, no. Because I know he superficially looks like a really amazing player, but most of his value came from home runs, and he wasn't a well-rounded player. Nah, kind of a weak first base class, or Hall of Fame class, to be honest with you. If we can strengthen the bullpen, my life will be so much easier. Number one, Cena's going to DH. He can't play left field anymore. So I actually need a starting left fielder, too. I didn't think of that. Let's see here. I do need a new left fielder, don't I? Let me look at my roster. Do I have that left fielder on my roster now? And I think the answer is no. I will call it Francisco Morales, actually. He'll be a great reliever even if he's not a starter right away. There you go. How bad could Calhoun be in left field? Like, I think his outfield tools are at least average. Yeah, I'm going to move you to left. You'll be my starting left fielder this year. You can't be any worse than Scene. You actually be a little bit worse, but you're young enough that you might grow into it. He's old and losing athleticism. There's a chance like a Sandro Fabian getting the left field spot too, so we have options there. Yeah, Gavin Sheets is really good, but... Oh, I can't put you back on the disabled list till the season's over with. I might look in the Rule 5 draft, too, to try to grab a couple players. But I'm willing to spend a little bit extra money on the bullpen, because it's been such a problem for us. I'm actually surprised no one is signing yet. I think they're all just waiting. A trade proposal. You will give me a fairly bad reliever for not too talented of players. I mean, how much money are you making? Almost none. And you wouldn't be the worst kind of pitcher to have in a bullpen. I mean, Phipps is a little interesting. Ooh, Phipps is actually a lot interesting. If I can take Phipps out and you'll take it? No. Or like a Sean Bellamy. Oh, okay. Jamie Bytel? Damn it. I don't want to trade Jose Ballista in case he actually has a Ballista. Nah. Not worth it. Especially when I expect to be getting some free agent news any day now. Oh, let's take a look at the international complex. Is it time to start calling a couple people up? Damn, did Islas's potential just vaporize? Rule 5 draft pool. Shouldn't be anybody remotely good from the Indians on this list. And there isn't. Okay. Let's sim up to my pick. There is some talent here. I really don't need another center field prospect, even though this one is pretty damn... You're better than Geddes. You're a lot better than Geddes. And I can always move you to left or Geddes to left. I'm not trying to put what's his face in left. Does OSA think you're trash? OSA thinks you're not so great. Josh Lucas. You're a nice little reliever. I'll take you. Is that one kid still there? No, someone else grabbed him. They would have been dumb not to. They're decent players, don't get me wrong. I just don't have a spot for them anywhere in my roster. So I will finish the draft. I don't know why you'd let a prospect like that unprotected. I thought seriously about claiming yet another center fielder. Oh, I lost Sean Kelly. Man. Oh well. I'm not that bothered by it. So how are we going to deal with the center field situation? Robinson is obviously the future, but I don't really have a present at center field because Geddes is just getting worse. Here we go. We picked up a couple of relievers. We got Avalon and Colomé. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to waivers and DFA. Why not? Oh, I bet you're so... Yeah, Sean Doolittle is now garbage. I bet I'm out of space on the 40-man. Can I put you back on the DL yet? No. I'm going to go ahead and remove you from the roster. Someone else might claim you, and if they do, more power to them, but... I'm not lost of the irony that I'm complaining how much Scene sucked in left field, and then I'm putting someone even worse than him in left with Calhoun. But the strength of Calhoun is he's just such a good bat, and Scene might not be around forever, and so he'll eventually get to go back to DH. I just need someone to stand around in left field for a year. Did I ever get that one center fielder I wanted? I did. Okay. Sweet. I'm going to let you stay in the minors for now. Geddes is a real issue. Damn, everyone wanted Johan Mojica. Is he like secretly like super genius and I just didn't realize it? No, he's just a pretty good catcher. So, that's fine. Maybe should have tried to trade him, honestly. Oh well. I've made my bullpen better, but I definitely need to take Doolittle out of any kind of important role in this pitching staff. Needs to be like a lefty specialist, maybe. Wonder who makes it. Maybe no one will make it. No, I'm sure at least one person will get elected. No one got elected. I'll take a look at the voting results here in a second once the preseason begins. This is kind of rough. I mean, no one is getting pushed up the list. Okay, front office page. Moncada's going to want so much money. At least have him for 2 more years in arbitration. Doolittle won't take this option. Scene might. Oh, Gray's the one to give the opt-out year too. I couldn't remember if it was Gray or Severino. Doolittle would be borderline moronic not to take the deal then. Yeah, he literally only has good control now and has nothing else. We might very well lose money next year. Which isn't going to make the AI super happy. Okay, so you would give me a decent backup catcher and an interesting pitching prospect for Calhoun. I'm going to just reject it. That just wasn't a good enough offer. If the prospect was a little better, I would have actually thought about... Everything depends on this season for Calhoun. If he can put together another top-notch offensive season like he has in the past, that'll be great. A's want to give me a decent catcher and a bad pitcher for John Gray. Please don't. Someone was bound to sign Juan Contreras. He's a good player. Moncada might present a challenge for us. Everything will depend on the player options next year. How much flexibility we have. Keep that in mind. You can never think about just the season you're about to play. You always have to think about the season after that and the season after that. And then we'll take a look at spring training. It is so tempting to take Robinson and just tell him to sink or swim. But I think he'll sink if I do. I'm probably ruining this player. I'm going to be totally frank with you. I am probably ruining him. Kevin Kiermaier found a new home. I would have liked to have a Kevin Kiermaier. Anyone else here that maybe deserves a shot in spring training? Chicos, maybe. Not yet, but maybe. Can you play second? You only play third and short. Does Senzel play any position other than third? No. I'm going to shift. I'm going to get you some second base time this year. I want you to play some second base, Quintana. Because if you can master second, I'll have more leverage over Moncada in the future. We need to get people off the 40-man, though. As a reliever, you're at least tolerable. I have no room on the 40-man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and waive Voit. Okay, I want to see something. Does this say, if I send Carlos Vargas down, does it say his option year has been used? No. Okay, so that's the problem. So for future reference, so that you guys know as well, It'll automatically put everyone in the 40-man roster on your spring training roster, and you need to make sure that they're off the roster, or you'll get dinged for using a. You'll get dinged for using a. I can't think right now. Why can't I think? Option. That's the word. Richardson, you're officially trashed here. I'm going to go ahead and waive you. Designate you for assignment just to get you off the 40-man. Sear did okay. I'm willing to give him one more year to figure it out. There's no way you would take a demotion. Yeah, and I can't force you to take it either. Mahan is an outfielder. Please treat him as such. Make him a center fielder and watch as he becomes tolerable. Who the fuck is Buddy Kennedy? You're a long ways away from the majors, my friend. I'm going to send you down. Rosario does play some second, so I'll let him get some reps in spring training. He might be interesting in the future. Mahan will actually play in there. Davidson just isn't very good. All right, now we have 3 center fielders. Certainly one of them will make some sort of impact. You're going straight to the 60-day DL. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Are you interesting enough to keep on the roster? You're left-handed, so you'll always be interesting. And Sixto might develop the stamina, and then he'd be a pretty solid reliever. I'll be honest, I'm going to go ahead and run you through waivers, Davidson. I want you off the roster. So that players who are outstanding and do deserve a roster spot can get one. You're an amazing shortstop on a team that has an even more amazing shortstop. You might be traded. I will put you on the 40-man, Mr. Ornelas. But I'm not going to let you have a shot at spring training. I actually will trade Sanchez right now. Alright, we're going to do this a little bit more carefully than we have in the past. We want to find someone who's rebuilding, who also doesn't have a shortstop. Maybe we'll just look like this. The Braves are set at shortstop. Orioles are very good at shortstop. Red Sox have no third base prospects, but Sanchez only plays short well. I don't want to help the White Sox. Screw them. How does everyone in the majors have an amazing shortstop? That can't be possible. Here we go. You have a bad shortstop. Now, I want a prospect of approximately equal value, but like a starting pitching prospect. You have no starting pitching prospects. There's Matt Sauer, but it's kind of hard to get excited about him. You don't really have anything I want. Okay. Sprangle is of interest to me. No, you don't like that one. You know what? Let's start with this. Let's actually start by shopping around. Because I'm not going to be able to put a package together around him. I'd rather see what people will offer me and then just decide from there. I am getting no offers of any magnitude. Is he secretly, like, actually terrible? Yeah, OSA basically says he's got a glove and nothing else. Play some second base this year, and we might talk. Right, let's play through... Oh, I need to set up all the things first, don't I? Always 6-man. And the lineups. Please do all the things. The thing is, Geddes at this point... Oh, his offense actually got a little bit better. He was briefly like a 40. It's all he does is hit home runs. And while he's really good defensively... no. Seen as the DH. Here we go. Set game strategy. I'm just going to do this because otherwise you'll never remember to do it. And then I also want seen... to be called a DH. So that he'll be eligible for Silver Slugger awards at that particular position. Now, please recalculate how you want to do the lineups and the depth charts. Right, this is good. We'll get a lot of different players playing. We'll get to see what different people are capable of, and then we can make our decisions once the season begins. We have a lot of pitchers. But I'm curious to see how they do. So let us ooh. Opening days on April 1st. Right. So we're going to set this to do 1 week at a time. Because we definitely don't want to get caught with people on the roster when they shouldn't be. Even Debo suffered some sort of injury, and we don't know what it is. That's fine. I'm trying to strike out people, but sometimes they swing and miss. That's true about Felix Hernandez. He was a really hard thrower, very early in his career, and then he became much more of a control pitcher later on in his career. He really reinvented himself. How have you seriously never gotten a long-term deal? It seems like every season Breton finds a new team and he pitches really amazingly well, but no one gives him a new deal. I'd totally do it. If I wasn't stuck with Sean Doolittle's garbage contract. Oh, damn. Sorry, bro. That is rough. I liked him. That's life, though. He only got 2 years in the majors to show what he could do. That's sad. That's really sad. Okay, we're really getting injuries now. Which is a shame because you actually had a real good chance of making the roster this year. But you're on the 60-day DL. Robinson's actually improving a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Oh, all of you go to AAA. And the AI can decide what to do with you from there. And I'll take you all off of waivers. Next week. Wonder if I could, like, convince them to take their buyouts. Especially Doolittle, but I guarantee you Doolittle won't. He'd be an idiot to do so. Is Matt Chapman or Aroldis Chapman? Aroldis Chapman. Okay. Four weeks for Tyler Sear. How long is Moncada out? We don't know. Well, that's going to create an interesting scenario. Because I don't really have a ready replacement for a second baseman. Unless I play Calhoun there. I swear, this is Calhoun's plan. He's like, I want to be the most important guy on the roster. I'm going to play all the positions. Yeah, I actually will have Calhoun play at second, at least to start the season. He'll only be out for a few weeks. How bad could he... I'm not going to finish that sentence. He could be real, real bad. And I don't have another I don't have a prospect who's polished enough that I'd like to give him a shot at second. I really wish you would stop us in for a reason other than an injury. Make me feel a little bit better. Four to 5 weeks for Woolard. I think this is because they all pitched so much last season that their arms are all just giving out now. Hey, this is making the... setting up the roster easier. Oh, God. We're kicking some tail for all that it counts, which is nothing here in the off-season. Or spring training. That's what the kids call it these days. Next week, please. That should conclude spring training, and then I'll get a chance to move people around and figure out what I want to do. A personal message that's probably not good. A setback for Tyler Sear. Okay. The sim is really slowing down right now, and I'm not sure why. Maybe because I'm just playing OOTP 19 for too long. The other episode was 3 hours long. Are you out, or are you just day-to-day? Okay, you're just day-to-day. Alright, so let's make our decisions. So we have to get rid of 2 people. I have 12 pitchers, so one of them has to be a pitcher. And it can't be Doolittle. Morales he might get better control. I'm actually going to make it Kovar. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this leaves with 5 starters. And I'd like Kovar to get some rest. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'll put him on the 40-man. That was never not a thing. I'm just sending him down to AAA so he can develop. Okay, pitching staff is set then. I'm going to get her 1 player for the lineup. I'm actually going to move you to second. Oh, you're the solution to my problem. I'd rather have you play second than fricking Calhoun. I got to get rid of an outfielder. Fabian? Fabian actually hits for contact, though. Does he play center? Not well. Calhoun's losing his power now, too. They're going from being maybe a decent player to a kind of terrible one. Fabian's got more learning to do, whereas Goodman is about as good as he'll ever get. I'm going to shift you to right field. You'll be my backup right fielder. Okay. There's the roster. So we're going to nuke our email. And we're going to sim up to opening day. And then we'll build the roster from there. Was Bob Gibson a bear too, like Gentle Ben? Probably not. It'd been fun though. Make him wear a bear suit. I don't think Bob Gibson would have liked that, though. How did spring training go development-wise? Morales got a little better. Sheets got better. Yeah, he's collapsing. Which is understandable, I guess. Robinson he's now perfect at center field. I have nowhere near the top 100 of anything. Oh, the Pirates got Adam Miller? Andrew Miller. Why did I say Adam? There was actually a baseball player for the Indians named Adam Miller who wasn't that great. I would like very much to look at minor league system rankings. I guess we'll look at They predict I'll win the division this year. That's fun. But I wanted the minor league system rankings. We're probably near the bottom. Yeah. Thank goodness for Vaughn or we'd be dead last. I can't wait till I see the Orioles down here. Without the ridiculous amount of amazing prospects they always have. Unfriggin' real. Right, so let's get ourselves set up for the pitching staff and the bullpen. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I totally blanked. We get 26 players, don't we? What do I want? Another guy like Pavas in the bullpen would actually be really helpful. As a long reliever. Do it. I totally blanked on that. We definitely get that option. I'm going to call Doy a closer because that's exactly what he's going to be for us this year. Okay. So it's going to be Kluber at number 1, Gray at number 2, Severino at number 3. Severino, Adams, and Nix. There's our rotation. No one's really young enough to need a pitch. Maybe Nix. I will give Nix a pitch count. He can have 100 pitches. Pitch count 1. Gets to come out, throw 1 pitch, and then he has to leave. You'll be my 8th plus inning closer. Let's focus only on relievers for right now. None of my relievers have like a great stuff, except for Morales, who doesn't have great control. Does Avalon have a split? No, he's about the same. So we're just going to do this. You are now strictly a lefty specialist. You have no other role. Middle relief, middle relief, middle relief. This is just going to be for the first week of the season or so. And then we'll see how people are pitching, and then I'll shift people into other roles as needed. Lineups. Clear all lineups and then clear all depth charts. Alright, so let's start with the lineups overview. I want batting ratings, please. Okay, let's do the easy stuff first. Francisco Lindor plays third, or shortstop, and hits third every single day. That's just a given. The other obvious play I think is Seen. I think he needs to be the DH every single... Oh, no, wait. He can't play... Shit. I'll make Seen stand around in the outfield just when we face left-handed pitch. Just when we face, you know... National League teams. But other than that, yeah, you're the DH. Let's look at my contact hitters. We're going to try Senzel as a leadoff hitter this year. I think he'd do quite well at it. Because he hits for good contact. He really just hits well. And I think making him a leadoff hitter would be a good start. Who else has really good contact? Alvarez, you're going to be my number 2. Okay, so the top 4 is all set. Derek Fisher remains the best choice to be the number 5 guy. Not Eddie Rosario. He will get playing time, but not that high. Fisher and Derek Fisher. Calhoun will be batting 6th and playing left field. Oh, no, sorry, not here. Okay. So I need to decide on our catcher, our second baseman, and our center fielder. I'm going to go ahead and let him continue to be the catcher, because there's not really a better choice. Yet. Once he gets some reps, Hamrock may take his job. So now, Rosario will hit last. I think that's the best place for him. Now, of course, when Moncada comes back, we'll have to change everything around. Just because I need a second baseman, and he's the best guy for the job on this roster right now. Center field. So we've got Robinson, who's a brilliant center fielder. He's already like a better hitter in a lot of ways than Getty, except for just the home run power. I'm going to let Robinson start again. He's just so good in center field that I will take a down bat. If his bat, yeah, we're going to do Robinson. Alright, now let's come back here and let's generate a depth chart. I don't want Getty starting that frequently. I like Sheets, but not that well. I do like the idea of giving Hamrock regular time, though. Do the same thing here. I'd rather Goodman get the extra playing time and Getty's just play as a backup. No, Geddes is not getting regular playing time. I'm cool with this lineup here. I don't know why you feel the need to make sure he always gets playing time. That's very strange to me. Okay. Right. Let's play ball. We lost our first game. That's it. End the entire season. Firing everyone. I'm just kidding. We always get off to these ridiculously slow starts, and I just can't explain it. A personal message? Oh, we don't know when Omari Willard will come back. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Sear can come back. You can go to AAA. Ooh, well that solves that particular issue. He'll only be off the DL until, we'll only have the open spot until Moncada is healthy. Then we'll put him back in. How do I want to use you? I will star you, but I'm actually going to have you just bat where he's batting right now. No, damn it. That's not what I told you to do. Yeah, everything's going super slow at this point. You can hit above. No. Quit this. It's not grabbing the right stuff. Yeah, there's some serious memory leak or something going on right now. Moncada. And then Rosario will be the permanent backup center or second baseman. So remember, even if you don't have someone in a utility role, the AI is still smart enough to make a decision about someone to replace when they're tired. They won't just play them until, like, their arms fall off or whatever. Okay. Let's proceed. What I might do starting next week is I might actually break up seasons into multiple episodes at this point. Because the sim is getting really slow. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. And I think it's because of this memory leak issue that they might be having. It's pure speculation on my part, and I certainly can't prove it. Woolard is eligible to come back, so let's go ahead and send him down. You can go on a rehab assignment for now. So both Kluber and Severino have revamped themselves, and yet we're still dead last in the AL Central. This is problematic. This is very problematic. Severino was Pitcher of the Month. That's cool. Manager's office. Oh, our lineup is awful. And the bullpen isn't much better. The bullpen is much easier to fix, though. Okay. You're now a setup guy. 7th or later. I want you to use these guys less often. That should sort things out now. I'm actually going to have your secondary role be stopper. I basically want you to pitch every time you possibly can where it looks like it might be an important game. How's the lineup? There might not be anything I can fix about this. And it's so early in the season, I wouldn't make any dramatic changes anyway. Yeah, Fisher's off to a cold start. Robinson, this actually counts as a hot streak for him. This counts as a hot streak. Your job is to just draw walks and hit baseballs. But really, your job is to just blow everyone away in center field. Which you're totally doing. Is anyone like crap in the bed, maybe? Not really. You've lost some of your power, Scene. Oh, you're just not hitting as well. Period. You'd still face him with 30 home runs. Alright. We'll give you guys another month to decide how you're working things out. Because we're actually not in bad shape. We're right around 500. This is just a matter of just waiting it out until we can start making our push. Like Fisher sorting stuff out. We can have you back. I'm just going to send you right to AAA. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. How's Calhoun handling himself this season? Pretty good. How's he handling left field? About as badly as I expected. Okay, we're winning the games. We're winning the close games, which is something we weren't doing before. Okay. 4 weeks out for Knicks really sucks. Because I like him. But this means that Kovar gets to come back. Because I don't remotely trust any of these guys to be starters. I hope Doolittle doesn't take his player option. I hope he opts out, but he probably won't. Ooh, Kluber shut out the Mariners. Good work, bro. The AL Central is really tough. We're the only division where everyone's at 500 or higher. Okay. That's fine. Where did you put him? I should be able to just flat designate you for assignment. I shouldn't have to have you clear the roster. Oh, you do have to go through waivers first. Shit. Yeah, someone might take him, but it's not the worst thing in human history. Okay. All I'm looking from Robinson is maybe a bat that's slightly worse than league average. If he gives me more than that, that's great. But he's not there to hit baseballs. He's there to play amazing defense and occasionally hit baseballs. Okay. You cleared waivers. Enjoy your time in AAA, and I will take you off. Have you started hitting? Some. That is that is troubling. That all of a sudden, now that he's a full-time DH, he can't hit. Martin Dehigo wasn't just black, he was also Cuban. Not that you can't be both things. But he's one of the first truly great Cuban baseball players. Lindor, for the first time, is Batter of the Month. Good work. I've said it again, I would deeply, deeply love the idea of us getting our own team stuff highlighted. This is far more interesting to me. Morales improved his control. He got better. Sheets got worse. Moncada got worse. Senzel got a tiny bit worse. Robinson got better at pretty much everything. Goodman got a little better. Sanchez got a little better. Anyone like burst out of nowhere? You're really doing a good job here, Gomez. You're pushing your way up the ladder. People have to listen to you. Batista's putting... Oh, he put a little extra velocity and then instantly blew out his arm. That can happen. As long as Robinson is getting better, I don't necessarily care how well he hits. Yeah, look, his overall... Whee! You're calling him organizational filler right now. All right, let's proceed up to the draft. I know we haven't really looked at what the team is doing well yet. Nope. Hey, Sixto. Guess he gets to come back. Oh, God. I need to get a couple of fair to Midland starters and just stash them in AAA. Especially this season. Okay. Ooh, Kershaw's gone for the season. That's not great news for the Giants. Let's get our draft on. We're the 19th overall pick. There's a lot of good players in this draft. Is there enough that I will get a top... I won't really get a top-notch player. Not at 19. I did not say pitchers, I said players. That actually increases my chances, by the way. Okay. We really, really need high upside left-handed starters. He's got great stamina, but the rest of the package doesn't look so promising. If you ever ran into a third pitch, you'd be a borderline starter. And OSA thinks you might be even better. I will actually take you. You're a good hitter who doesn't have a position. Good stamina, good stuff, weak on the control, decent movement. I think this is it's a good, smart signing. You're just not that great a hitter. Ethan Wood. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will draft you with my 3rd round pick, and that way if I can't afford you, I just get a new draft round pick next year. Or 3rd round pick, rather. Juan Ansoria, good power, good discipline. Plays all over the place. Good speed. For a 4th rounder, you could do a lot. Whoa, no, no, no. We'll take Eddie Redden instead. I don't even care how good he is. I'm scared by that impossible contract. Potential. You could be an amazing contact hitter. And there's a lot of value in somebody who just hits the crap out of baseballs. Even if they're not like home runs or whatever. Damn it, you're an impossible guy. I don't even care. And then let's look for some pitching potential. Let's look for some really good stuff. Joe Rittenhouse. He's a lefty. He doesn't have much movement. But maybe he won't need it. Oh, never mind. He's a righty. He's a right-handed hitter, not a right-handed pitcher. I'll take James the Notary. Could even turn into a starter down the line. Oh, sure, Joe Rittenhouse. I can't stay angry at you. And we'll auto-draft the rest of the draft. I will very happily meet all of these signing demands. For these guys, anyway. How good an offer does Tedden want to sign? I'll offer you $2 million, which you'll probably refuse. How much do you want? Nope. Not even going to waste my time. Nope, nope, nope. Everyone here also wants quite a bit. Mike Preston's not that good. Yeah, $10 million. You are delusional, my young friend. Delusional. Good, let's beat up on the Tigers a bit. We've got a 5-game lead in the division. We seem to keep beating up the teams in our division. Have Jacob Nix back. Do I want Nix or do I want to keep Sanchez? I think I will happily bring Nix back. I think Knicks was having a fairly okay season before his injury. Why must all of my closers always get their asses handed to them? What is it about playing closer for my team? I'm going to drop the secondary role. Hopefully you just come in the game later on. Oh, you can be used at normal usage. You're working your way through stuff now. I'm okay with that. Rotation looks good. Looks real good. And Tyrone told me to go to hell. I kind of figured he would. I wouldn't spend that much on it, so it's fine. Ooh, Seattle beat me in that game. Oh, come on. We can't be losing 0-1 games. How long are you suspended for? 4 games. Okay. Good. Beat the White Sox. White Sox beat us. Can you please quit bugging me about personal messages? Sheets suffers a setback. Oh, yeah. He's gone. Tigers beat us again, another 1-0 game. Yankees beat us. No, don't start doing this. We need to beat the other teams. They can't beat us. I need to have a ridiculously huge lead in the Central Division if I'm going to win it. We're on a tiny bit of a hot streak now. Which I realized I just cursed by saying we're on a hot streak. Yep, we just lost. That was an important game to win, too, and we lost it. It's a new month. Lindor, nice work. Okay. How's the team doing at this stage? Come on, Robinson. I literally just need adequate hitting from you for you to be worthwhile. It just needs to be borderline adequate. He's got power. Sort of. Dude, come on. And I know you got to the majors too soon. And it's my own darn fault. Okay, Cena's a serious problem now. He is a serious problem. His power's gone. I don't care what this number says. If you're only got 14 homers, and you had 40 both of the past 2 years, if you don't have an above-average bat, you're useless to me. Moncada's really struggling. Fisher did start turning it around. Calhoun looks decent. Alvarez, Senzel, proving a nice partner for Lindor. You're killing me, Robinson. I just need mediocre offense from you. And your defense will make you an all-star. Apparently mediocrity is too much to bloody ask for. A personal message. You should be pretty happy. I'd like a new scouting director, actually. Is there anyone you don't get along? Ooh. I'm going to find a new bench coach next season. Yeah, I'm going to find a new bench coach and a new scouting director. That'll be the first couple things we do next episode. Am I going to waste my time by looking at the international amateurs? There's some good ones, but I just don't have the money for it. Unless you'll let me. Oh, the owner will let me cash in for the $5 million. Yeah, the owner might fire me because I keep not improving the budget. I need to change ticket prices now that we've been successful for a couple of seasons. Yeah, you're not going to win. They can't offer more than I can. So you're just going to have to go to hell then. I will get a third-round pick next year. I guess that's something. Yeah, you literally cannot get more than $5 million. I don't know why you didn't want it from me, but... whatever, asswipe. Oh, 4-0 to the Brewers. That's not ideal. It's even worse to get beat 8-2. Okay, we got swept by the freaking Brewers. That's not okay. A trade proposal. I'm not hurting for a right fielder. I've got Derek Fisher. No, I don't want to take on that much salary. But I could take on his salary, stick him in center, and let Robinson ride the pine. I want you to take on 100% of his salary. Would you give me a throw-in like Owen White here? No. Ismael Ventura. Oh, you can't do that. I think my guy's a little whiny about what he gets in his deals. I'm not going to do slightly more. This is an instant upgrade to the team at a position we desperately need help at right now. Yeah. So, here's what's going to happen now. Oh, I need to put what's-his-face on the active roster. I want to send you to frickin' AAA, but I can't. Because the moment I put you on waivers, someone will claim you. I'll send down Goodman. The really sad part is he represents almost like a leap year in offense over Robinson. You know what? Is there a platoon split? I'd actually rather platoon you if I can. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'll just platoon them. That way Robinson will still get... And I'll still let you play, like, every week against Heredia. But that way we get a better mix. And that way if I desperately need a little bit of extra offense, I've got some on the bench. And then you will be a premier backup in these cases. Yep, I'm totally cool with this because I get you for free. That's why I made the trade. If I would have had to eat that salary, I would have been very upset. But instead, I pay nothing. Well, we beat the Blue Jays. Good. And we beat the Twins. And they beat us. We beat the Twins. We dominated the Orioles there. Still technically beat them by twice as many runs. So that's a thing that happened. Let's look at the All-Star Game rosters. Kluber made it. Severino made it. Lindor made it. And Fisher made it. That's really disappointing. I was hoping that Senzer would make it, my third baseman. Tis life. And then we'll just sim right on up to the trading deadline. If we can catch Corey Seager on a cold streak, Lindor might win a second consecutive batting title. I just don't think that's very likely. That Seager kid, he's pretty good at baseball. Sure, I'll rehab you, I guess. If there's anything, I would honestly trade a player just to get options for Robinson, to let him play AA and AAA. Because he needs to be playing every day if he's going to develop, but his bat is so terrible that right now he's nothing. Oh, good lord, really? Come on, Boston. Back off. Another trade proposal, you say? I am listening. Offer me a bad catcher and an uninteresting shortstop. Nope. We may still be in first, but I am not super enthused with how close it is to us not being in first. A new trade proposal, you say? Why do you think I need catching all of a sudden? Has Vio been that bad this season? He's been fine. Not great, but okay. How's Hamrock doing, by the way? Hamrock is crushing the baseball. Hamrock is an awesome name. It's phenomenal. Another trade proposal. This one from Colorado. Another team who thinks I don't have any catching. Nope. I will happily let that ship sail. Personal message. Kovar got a little bit worse. He's had too many injuries. His career might be about gone. Moncada got worse. Senzel got a little better. Lindor got better. Robinson did improve his eye. Getty's got a tiny bit better. Van Buren, this guy kind of came out of nowhere and got better. I've got some interesting... Ooh. You've really stepped forward. Nice. You'd be a very solid left fielder that any team would be happy to have. I like it. I like it a lot. Come on, no losing to the Tigers. Yes, beating the Tigers, good. Losing to the Tigers is bad. I feel like we've had this conversation before. There we go. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. 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 I know there's not really many decisions to make. That's one of the good parts of having a club that's actually looks pretty decent this season. I just jinxed it. We just lost a game. Oh, well. A personal message. Someone either wants a new contract or someone is complaining that they're not starting enough. Oh, they're retiring. Yeah. I figured he would. He kind of didn't have a choice since he basically his arm fell off. Such is life. Ooh, Cena's hurt. Where is the guy? Who is on? Here we go. I just kind of cut him. He's honestly not that fantastic. I mean, he is left-handed, and so that has value. I'd like to waive and designate you first time. And yes, please do pull him back from waivers if someone tries to claim him. That's like having arms stashed in the minors that might be useful later on. A couple of good wins against the White Sox. Lost to the Royals. Royals beat us again. And then we beat the Rangers. That must have been a 2-game series. Alright, now I can send you back to AAA with no concerns. Have you ever come back... Oh, yeah, have you ever come back around, Scene? Are you starting to hit more? You'll be valuable-ish. You'll get 30-some homers. But man, disappointing. Not unexpected, but disappointing. To preserve your career, I might actually put you in a platoon with Calhoun. I keep forgetting we have 26 men now. It's not a waste of a roster spot to have just a right-handed DH, because I think you're a righty, and I think Calhoun's a lefty. I know I know Calhoun's a lefty. I don't know if Cena's a lefty. Cena's right-handed. That presents an interesting solution for next year. Especially since we've got a couple of hot left fielders. Ooh, 3 homers for Lindor. Damn, mate. I mean, damn. Okay, let's play up till the end of the regular season. Okay, so we lost Chance Adams for 2 months, which is a real shame because I think he was having a pretty solid year. 60-day. I don't think Kovar is back or will be back this season. I'm pretty sure he's out for the season, but I will take a very quick peek. Yeah, he's gone. So Sixto Sanchez or Michael Martinez. Sanchez. He got promoted to 4th starter just by being healthy when the 5th starter was injured. It's nice work if you can get it. A walloping of the Tigers is always appreciated. It's less appreciated when the Astros wallop us. That's unfortunate. But it's not the worst thing in the world, because now I can put him on the 60-day DL. Huliser, you're a very good corner outfield guy, but I'm going to just put NCRD at center. I think that's what I'll do. So what'll happen is you'll just play center field all the time now, NCRD. Here, actually, you know what? Let's do this way. Generate. No. No. I will actually let Rosario get a few more reps if Moncada is really struggling this year, which he appears to be. You don't rest. You are an amazing third baseman. And I will actually let you give Hamrock a little bit more playing time. Generate. Yes, I will let Calhoun have rest on the pine there. But I do want NCRD staying in the game. I really want Geddes. I don't know why you keep trying to find a way to get Geddes playing time. He's not that good. Generate. No. 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 Yeah, I'm never sitting Senzel if I can help it. Calhoun's just too good a hitter. Okay. Let's continue. Yeah, Moncada looks like he may have already peaked. You know, Severino, you get a few more strikeouts in a couple of games. You're looking at a pitching triple crown. Which is, for those who don't know, wins, strikeouts, and ERA. A lot of people say the real one is ERA, strikeouts, and innings pitched, and I totally get that, but... Personal message. I don't care that Getty's got called out. Bro, you suck. I do nothing. That is my choice. That's really cool. I like that they've added that. It makes the team feel more realistic. Maybe he wouldn't call you out if you didn't suck so much, Gettys. Maybe that's what would happen. Oh, that was to discipline Gettys. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, ooh. I thought that was to discipline Calhoun. And I don't want to suspend Calhoun. How's team chemistry? Everyone's still fine. Yeah, Gettys is a little bit of a lazy little shit, so... all you do is hit home runs and play decent defense, and that's just not good enough anymore. I think I'm going to non-tender you. I've got tons of guys like you in the minor leagues, and you're kind of a jerk, so screw you. I think that sums it up. Ooh. I haven't clinched a division yet? How come? Why must there always be someone important who gets injured right on the road to the freaking playoffs? Every bloody year. I guess we'll call Goodman back up. Fisher, to be honest, hasn't been that great this season. Oops. He's had himself some problems. 10-day. Then I'll call up Goodman. And I'm just going to slide Goodman into the lineup. I'll just change stuff around a bit. I'll actually just leave it like this. Because Goodman hit okay. Calhoun up. There are possibilities actually to play Hunselier. No, Goodman's actually a far better all-around hitter. Yeah, you lost yourself the spot. I didn't realize you were asking me to suspend. I want to read that email one more time. Just to see if I just to see if I'm... yeah, he's causing the distraction. That's my fault. I thought it was wanting me to suspend Calhoun. I was like, no. Calhoun's one of the best hitters on the team. And he decided he would play left field for me when he never hadn't played that before in the majors. Calhoun's awesome. I wasn't going to release him, but I should have suspended him. Okay, this is a bad time. Well, we already clinched the division, so I guess it's not the worst thing ever. Well, the best thing ever either. That's not the worst thing ever. I better not hum too loud. I don't want to give people the wrong impression. Or get myself copyrighted. A bunch of things happened. Not many of them are interesting. Ornelas keeps getting better. He's going to find himself a spot in the roster next year. I can't hold this back. He's playing really good left field. He's destroying Double-A. Destroying is maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but he's forcing me to make a decision, and I like that. Who's the AL's top hitter? Michael Conforto. Yeah, well, who cares? Screw you, Mitchell White. Screw you, Jonathan India. That sounds like a replacement for Carmen Sandiego. We can't afford Carmen Sandiego anymore, so we got Jonathan India. It's like, really? Okay. 300 homers for Justin Smoke. Nice work. I don't think I have anyone in this league at all. I don't know why you're telling me. You can change it to news from your team only. But I like getting the other news too. I just wish you would... Let me even filter. Like, let me filter by saying I want just my team. I can just filter by unread messages. No, otherwise I'll forget about it, and then I'll be complaining in a couple of episodes. I can't find anything. Alright. Yeah, go to hell. Kansas City jerkface. Corey Seager. No, I'm gonna hit in 336. Alright, so let's look at our postseason roster. Do we want to make any changes to it? How long are you injured? 4 days. Look, bro, I get that you're an old man, but you don't need to be constantly injured. Sure. And then I can add one more person to the playoff roster. Who else is not on the playoff roster? This says 25. I have 26 spots. Literally everyone else is here. Weird. Whatevs. Oh, it's Popsy. He's not on the postseason roster. He's earned it. How is Carlos Vargas eligible? He never played in the majors. Oh, it's if they're on the secondary, if they're on the 40-man. It should be the active roster of the 40-man, I think. I think that's how that works. I don't know. Doesn't matter, really. You were long relief and emergency starter, weren't you? And then you benched my starting right fielder. Oh, no, you didn't. I called him back up in time. Good. Good, good, good. We will auto-sim up to the next playoff round. Who are the Red Sox going to face? They get to face the Orioles. Alright, so I'm not going to sim every game. Why is it always a thrilling win? Okay, 4-3 is pretty thrilling. Wow, they were both 4-3. What are the chances of that happening? Pretty good, actually. Okay, so my rotation is set the way I'd want it set. Except Severino's been better than Gray this year. I'm going to go ahead and swap you two. That way Severino gets more starts. Okay. Kluber v. Syndergaard. Syndergaard wins. I'm not surprised. Severino v. Buehler. We pick up a victory there. Gray? No. Okay, we're going back to Kluber. I am not letting our success or failure ride on the arm of Sixto Sanchez. Ah, shit, he is slightly tired, though. I need Sixto Sanchez to come through here. Because I don't want to blow out Kluber's arm. I'm closing my eyes. I can't look. We won! Oh, God. Okay. Okay. How did Sanchez do? You know what, Sanchez? You did exactly what I asked you. Why did you have Kluber pitch an inning? He's starting. God damn it. Alright, so now the $1 million question becomes... finish today, please. Who starts Game 5 of the playoffs? And I believe the answer is Corey... you count as tired. Severino. I will have Severino pitch this last inning. I shouldn't say inning. I should say game. Come on. Get it done, Severino. Do we get to go to the next round? I don't know. I clicked the button, didn't I? Oh, I didn't click the button. I'm going to close my eyes again. It worked the last time. And we lost. Damn it. Stupid Oakland. Stupid Oakland. We're always going to run into problems against a team like that because Noah Syndergaard is just so freaking good. At least Lindor is going to win the MVP again. That's something. Kind of a Boston and Miami World Series. That's exactly what we end up with. I think Boston, maybe. I don't care if he's eligible to come off the DL. I'm trying to get out of the damn playoffs. Come on. Just end my misery. And the Red Sox are going to beat him. That is who I call, so I take 100% of the credit. I love these nicknames. I've never heard anyone call Yasso Puig Wild Horse, but maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. I don't know. Quit telling me people can come off the bloody DL. It's one more freaking day. It's the off season. And then everyone comes off the DL. And the Red Sox won the World Series, as I predicted. A fantastic season indeed. All right, so my goals, Kluber voided his option. You are undecided. And we'll need to start right away. Oh, you increase the 40-man roster to 42. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he really wants you to start making a profit. And he also wants you to re-sign Corey Kluber. I don't know if you caught that. I'll quickly show you the owner goals. Yeah, he wants Corey Kluber to extension. He also wants me to save money. I can't do both of those things. We will look at this next time. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We got farther than we ever have in the playoffs. We're one step closer to maybe achieving a World Series ring. But until next time, this has been Avindian. Please like and subscribe and comment down below if you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, I bid you good day.